Ladies and gentlemen, a good question has been posed. A good what would you do scenario. So, as you can see, basically this young brother stole $10,000 from his boo thing, right? His girlfriend. Gambled it or placed a bet on something and ended up winning 100 million, and all he did was give her back her 10 racks, right? Give her back her 10 grand. Now, I guess the question would be, A, would you give her nothing? B, would you give her back the 10K and keep it pushing? Or C, would you give her just a little bit more? We'll say what she's asking for, which is like 40 million out of the 100 million. You see, I'm still a guy, still a man's man, I like to believe. And real talk, if I stole from you and I won, I think I'd break you off a little bit more than what I stole from you. I wouldn't just replace what I took, especially if I really came up, right? It just don't feel right and it don't sit right in my soul. Now, the 40 mil she asking for, maybe not. Even though, to an extent, let me say this, because I would have to say old buddy was in the wrong, first of all, because he stole, right? He took money from his girl. Again, we don't know the situation. I don't know the backstory, but plain view, for what we know and from what we're reading from this particular caption, he stole the money, placed a bet, won some money. We're not talking about what could have happened if he lost. Stole her 10 grand and lost her 10 grand, right? We're only focusing on the fact that he took a dub and not an L. You see, we don't know if old buddy is wanting to steal money from her from time to time and place bets and lose. We don't know how much he lost. We don't know their relationship. We don't know his status like that. But real talk, you could have broke her off a little bit more than that. If it was me, honestly, if it was me, I think 10 mil would have been solid, right? I would have basically 10x'd, is that right? 10,000? I don't know if that's 10x, but you get what I'm saying. I would have basically given her back, I guess, 10 times more than I took from her, and she probably would have been cool with it. But then again, I'm also under the assumption that 40% of the winnings, she ain't even asking for the lion's share of it. That's the crazy part. She get 40, she gets 60. It's a 60-40 split. 40 her way, 60 his way. It's not even, unreasonable. She's not asking for more than you. She's not asking for half, I guess, or anything like that. She's asking for 40%, which is why, to an extent, that's still a lot of money. That's why I don't think that I would trip. But I kind of feel like if you have some hate, some resentment, some animosity towards the young lady in any capacity, you would not want to give her a red cent. You wouldn't want to give her a dime. And I think that's effed up, considering the fact that my man really did take her money to fucking go place the bet, right? He didn't have his own shit, right? It bugs me out like that. But this is where things get interesting for me, right? Maybe you guys don't see it this way, maybe you do. What if it was the woman who stole 10 grand from the man, placed the bet, and actually won? For some god awful reason, in my heart, I would say that woman would run away and probably never be seen from or heard from again. She'd be gone. I honestly feel that there's a high percentage chance you may not even get your 10 grand back. She gonna take that money, she gonna run, she gonna spend her time in Miami. Nah, let me stop. If she's on her modern woman wave and you got a little money in your pocket and you can go out and party it up, you think I'm gonna sit around with your ass? Come on now. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, it does depend on the young lady that you're with, and I hope that she would be 10 toes down for you. But sometimes I'm gonna tell you, anybody that's willing to steal from you, I don't care if it's man, wife, male, female, husband, or whatever, I don't care. If anybody's willing to steal from you and not tell you about it, that ain't nobody you need to be with anyways. So if I was her, female perspective, get my 10 racks back, I would pray that this brother would break me up a little bit more than 10,000 because it was my money in the first place. But after that, I think we'd have to call it quits. Because if this man is a gambler, if this female is a gambler and she got a habit, because she stole this money, didn't tell me she stole the money. If it's a habit, oh, they're gonna run through that milli real fast. They're gonna run through the millions real fast, right? So I would tell baby girl, get what you can, why you can, and then probably just call it. Because this man, if he's on a winning streak, good luck to him, but what is up must come down, right? You can't have a gambling winning streak forever. Because everybody know the house always wins, no matter how you slice it. So if my man really got a problem, I take what I can get and get the fuck out. If it was only my 10 grand that I got back, I'd be pissed and I would still fight for it, male or female. But at the end of the day, I do believe that if I got my 10 racks back, I'm up, because chances are he gonna probably find a way to gamble that shit away, or she's gonna find a way to gamble that shit away, because there's an addiction that comes with the highs of winning. And I've seen it. I like Texas Hold'em poker. That is my game of choice. I love that shit. I love Texas Hold'em. Don't know if I ever confessed that to anybody, but yeah, that's my game of choice. I like Texas Hold'em. I play it on my phone all the time because we don't have any casinos here in North Carolina where I can actually gamble, right? So I do my shit online. I don't place bets, I don't play money. It's just free shit that I get, and I just play the game. But when I was in Davao, me and my close friend, pretty much consider him like a brother, we used to go to this place called Davao Metro Card Club, and we used to play probably Friday, Saturday nights. I would play no more than about 3,000 pesos, about 60 bucks. If I lost it, I just went home. But there was a thrill that came with the winning. I remember one time, man, everybody was all in on the pot, man. The pot size was crazy, at least crazy in my opinion, somewhere upwards of about 10,000 pesos, which is like, what, $200? Nothing crazy, but everybody went all in, and I ended up winning on a flush. Craziness, boy, my heart was pumping through my chest. I wanted to leave right then and there, because I already know that if I kept playing, I was gonna lose it back, right? I was gonna give it back to the house, or I was gonna give it back to the people. Because for some reason, I just don't win like that, right? So when I was up, I was ready to go. But you know the people who be at the tables all the time, day in, day out. Sometimes if it's a casino that's open 24 hours, they're there for days, playing, running up a tab and shit. And I kind of feel that this particular young man who stole money from his young lady to place a bet, it kind of feels, without knowing the situation, of course, that my man might have a little bit of a habit, because he sure didn't have the money himself to do it. You feel me? You was broke as fuck, apparently, if you had to go steal from your girl. And again, that's another topic of concern, in my personal opinion, because baby girl, why you choose a broke ass dude or somebody who had to steal money from you to make bets and stuff, or, you know, why would you even put yourself in a situation like that? I'm sure he probably had some red flags, but never mind, it's neither here nor there. Because my man took a dub, right? He won. So all we're focusing on is the fact that she should get her cut. I want to know, what do you guys think is fair? Honestly, what do you think would be fair for this young lady to be able to keep? Do you believe that she should be able to get half, a little 50-50? That 40% she's asking for, do you think that's fair? Do you think a little 10 milli, which was what I would probably drop in her pocket before she even asked, that would be what I would do? Because I feel like once you see that money, and that money's in your face, and I learned this about people, and I learned this about psychology, and it's crazy. It's hard for people to turn away money when the money is right there in their face, right? You might be asking for 40, but damn it, baby, this 10 mil is right here, right now. This is what I got. And if you slide it to her, some people would be willing to stay and say, fuck it, man, no, I want my 40. Some people take that 10 and keep it pushing. I think 10x in her money. If you don't believe that 40% is fair, again, I'm not against the 40%. I would just offer 10 mil. Because again, it's the art of the negotiation. And again, it's just that salesperson, marketer in me that kind of would say, hey, let's see if baby girl will take less, right? Is it fair? No. But is it realistic? Absolutely, man. This happens in, the art of doing deals all the time. But anyways, another story for another day, another part of my life. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think 10 is fair? Do you believe that 40% is what she needs because that's what she asked for? She ain't getting 100% of it. Y'all know better than that because she didn't place the bet. And I do believe her request is fair. Like I said, 40 mil is not unreasonable. But again, if you're a gambler, you got a habit and it's an addiction, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I can almost guarantee that he would have a huge issue with parting ways with that 40, right? But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's been a good day, man. Y'all take care. Y'all stay blessed, man. Doc is out. Peace.